Introduction to GIS. GIS stands for Geographic Information System. It is a system used to capture, store, analyze, model, manage, display, and represent spatial information. For example, GPS is an instrument which is used to collect the primary data for GIS work. The collected data can be saved in hard disk of computer. The saved data can be used for analyze or to model. The information can be managed by the user by manipulating it. Further, the result can be displayed and presented to the concerned group. When we discuss about GIS, it is necessary to remember two important persons. The first one is Dr. John Snow, who was an English physician. He was born in 1813 and demised in 1858. It was believed that cholera was spread by bad air or bad smell from decomposing organic matter in the 19th century. But John Snow was evidence that cholera was spread through contaminated water. During the 1854 Broad Street cholera outbreak, he spatially correlated contaminated drinking water pipes and number of deaths to prove his theory. His work of spatial analysis is considered as pioneer of today's geographic information system. To know more about Dr. John Snow and his work, please go through free web course provided by Harvard University by entering the given link in the browser. The second important person in the field of GIS is Roger Tomlinson, who is also considered as father of GIS. He was born in 1933 and demised in 2014. He was an English geographer and the primary inventor of modern computerized geographic information system. He developed first GIS for Canada land inventory in early 1960s. His GIS approach reduced the task from several years to several weeks and 18 million Canadian dollars to 2 million Canadian dollars for land use planning activities of Canada land inventory. Followed by him, there are several GIS software were developed by different people in different time periods, which also continue today. Now we will discuss about components of GIS. The components of GIS can be classified into 6 groups such as hardware, software, data, skilled people, method or procedure, and network. We will discuss each one of these in detail. Hardware is the instrument in which GIS works. It can be a desktop computer or laptop computer or tablet or palm top or mobile phone or group of computer that is connected with network. It is necessary to decide which hardware is suitable for specific GIS work such as RAM, hard disk, storage, graphic card, and so on. Choosing correct hardware helps the user to perform the task without any difficulty. The next component is software. GIS software can be classified into different groups. The first two are freeware or open source software and commercial software. Free software are the software which can be obtained for free of cost. The open source software is also available for free of cost, but the advantage of open source is that the source code also available with that. The code can be modified or edited by the user for their specific needs. The example of free softwares are QGIS, which we are going to learn in this course, and OpenJump, Orbis GIS, and Saga. The notable commercial softwares are ArcGIS, which is one of the leading enterprises in the field of GIS, GeoMedia, MapInfo, and Global Mapper. It is necessary to choose right software before starting GIS tasks. Based on the budget available, availability of tools in the software, availability of resource person to handle the software, technical support from the software provider, and so on. Further, GIS software also can be grouped as vector and raster priority software. Vector priority software has large number of tools to create and analyze vector data, while raster priority software have large number of specific tools for analysis raster data, for example, satellite imageries. Another component in GIS is data. Data plays a major role in the task of GIS. It can be a spatial data or it can be a non-spatial data. Spatial data are primarily defined as those which are directly or indirectly referenced to a location on Earth's surface. For example, images and photos captured by satellite and aeroplane, cadastral maps prepared by surveyors, or digital data captured using GPS. Another type is non-spatial data, which is also called as attribute data. It is a data which provides the information about the spatial data. For example, population information collected from Census of India, groundwater quality and level from Central Groundwater Board, and temperature, precipitation data from Indian Meteorological Department. The next component is skilled people. To handle GIS tasks, one should have knowledge of other components of GIS as well as working knowledge in GIS software. One can learn GIS software from courses offered by different universities and colleges, or from private training centers, or through online information and training program like the current course you are studying now. As per the experience and knowledge in the field of GIS, the skilled people are categorized into different groups such as GIS technician, GIS analyst, senior GIS analyst, GIS administrator, GIS developer, and GIS project manager. This nomenclature may vary between institution and GIS project. Another component is method or procedure. It refers to the approaches that should be framed before starting any GIS task. For example, proper planning and operational rules should be framed before starting the task, number of GIS experts needed for the task, among the available software and hardware which should be used for specific GIS tasks, and what kind of database management system should be used and what standards should be used to get the output. The final component is network. It is not necessary for standalone computer-based GIS work, but it is necessary for GIS tasks which is collaborated with several organizations located at different places. Network allows GIS user to connect through online in real time, and data can be shared to increase the productivity, so on. As we have already discussed, there are 6 components in GIS such as hardware, software, data, skilled people, method or procedure, and network. Among these 6, network is only necessary when we work with the different people located in different places. In this training program, we are going to use standalone computer-based GIS work. Hence, we do not require network component for this training program. I hope that you are having laptop or a desktop to perform the task in this training program. So we consider we are having hardware component already with us. For time being, we will consider I am skilled people of GIS. In end of this program, you people will be skilled people. As I am already here in this training program, we will consider skilled people component also we have. The remaining are software, data, and method or procedure. In this video, we will see how to get GIS software. As you are aware, in this training program, we are going to use QGIS as a software to learn GIS. Now I will move on to web browser to download QGIS software. I am using Google Chrome to download the software. If you are familiar with any other browser, you can use it. Just I type QGIS in the browser, followed by the enter on the keyboard. So the first link is a welcome to QGIS project. So before we enter into QGIS project, and we will see what is QGIS. The information which is provided in Wikipedia may help us to know what is QGIS. So I go to the Wikipedia page. Here you can see QGIS, which was known as Quantum GIS until 2013. It is a free and open source cross-platform desktop geographic information system application that supports viewing, editing, and analysis of geographic data. It was developed by QGIS development team. The initial release of this software was launched in 2002 in the month of July, and stable release, which is a current release, is 3.12 version, which was released in February 21st of 2020. The repository of this software can be obtained from this website, and this software is written using C++, Python, and Qt computer language. It is a cross-platform software which can work in Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or else Android version of your mobile. It is available in multi-language, and it's a type of geographic information system, and the license is general public license. And to get the software, we have to go to the official link. By clicking on this official link, I am going to the QGIS website. In the website, you can see there is a download now icon as well as support QGIS icon. If you feel that you want to support financially this QGIS team, you can click on this button and you can support them. If you want to download the software, we have to click on this download now button. In this download now, you can see there are different versions are available. In this download web page, you can see the softwares are available for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, BST, apps for mobile and tablet. As I am using Windows, so I am going to download the software under the Windows tab. So here they have given two type of bits. One is 32-bit, another one is 64-bit. So make sure that what OS you are using and what bit you are using before you download the softwares. As I am using Windows with 64-bit, I am going to download this software. When I click on it, it opens a new page followed by downloading the software in left hand side down of my window. It is having 413 MB. For me it shows 4 to 5 minutes. Depending upon your internet speed, it may vary. As I have downloaded this software already on my desktop, I do not want to wait for this 4 to 5 minutes, so I cancel it. I go to my desktop where I have already downloaded it. It is there. I right click on the software and I click on open. The setup gets open and I click on next. I agree the license agreement, so I click on I agree. Then the software is going to save in C drive in the folder of program files in the name of QGIS 3.12. If you want to store in different places, you can click on browse and you can save it anywhere, but it is advisable to save in the default folder. Click on next. Here you can see there are three informations are available which is unchecked. One is North California dataset, South Dakota, another one is Alaska dataset. So these are all the free datasets you can download at the time of installing. For our training program, it is not necessary. In the future, if you feel you need this dataset for your work, you can click on it and you can install it. I am leaving it blank because we are not going to use these datasets. Then I click install. And system is installing the software, which may take some time based on your system configuration. Now the software is installed in the computer, as well as you can see a new folder is created on the desktop. To finish the installation, I click on finish and I go and open this newly created folder. There I can see the shortcuts of the software is available. By double click on this QGIS desktop 3.12.3, I can open the software, or I right click on this icon, then I say open. The software is getting loading. It may take few minutes based on the configuration of your system. Now you are seeing graphical user interface of QGIS software. We will discuss about tools and panels in the software in the next video. To close the software, I click on the close button on right hand side top to close it. The large white space in the middle of the software is called canvas, where we will create, edit, visualize data. The small window in the left hand side is called layer panel, in which added data into the software will be arranged. On the left top of the software, we can see name of the file and name of the software. As we have not saved this project yet, it shows as untitled project. If we have saved this earlier with specific name, the saved name will be displayed here. Down of this, there is a horizontal bar which is called as a menu bar. The necessary options and tools are kept under each menu. These tools can be accessed whenever it is necessary for our work. Down of menu bar, we can see toolbars. Each toolbar contains tool for specific work. To know name of toolbar, keep the cursor on top of vertical points that is located in left side of tool. You can also witness that the cursor symbol is getting changed at different location. When I keep the cursor on the canvas, it looks like human hand. When I keep it on layer panel and on the toolbar, it looks as arrow. If I keep this on vertical dots of toolbar, it changes as plus arrow. It indicates that the working mode of cursor changes at different places. The toolbar arranged in the software can be moved as per our need. To move the toolbar, left click on vertical dots, hold left mouse button and drag to the place where you want to keep. The tools in the left of window is called side toolbar. Any toolbar in the software can be dragged and placed in the side. There are several toolbar and panels are available in QGIS, which is not visible on the screen now. These tools are kept backend of the software. Based on our requirement, it can be brought into front end. To open other available tools, right click on empty space of toolbar and check box of tools and panels which should be opened. To close any open tools and panels, uncheck the box. To know more about the tools in toolbar, keep the cursor on top of it. Now you can see the name of the tool. The horizontal bar in the down of the software is called as status bar. In the left end of the status bar, search option is available. If you cannot remember the location of any tool, you can find out with the help of search. For example, I type buffer in the search box. Immediately we can see buffer related tools are displayed in the search window. In the middle of the status bar, coordinate box is arranged. It shows the location of the cursor on the canvas. Immediate right of the coordinate, toggle, extend and mouse position display button is available. If you click on it, displaying moving cursor location will be stopped. Click on again to start cursor location. Then there is a scale which shows the scale of data or map on the canvas. By changing the scale unit in the scale, we can fix the data to specific scale on canvas by manually or using default scales. There is magnifier which can be used to zoom or zoom out the data or map on the canvas. Rotation is used to rotate the data or map on the canvas. Render is used to render the data on canvas. Then there is current CRS information. CRS stands for Coordinate Reference System. Here we see the CRS assigned for this current project. Finally, there is a message button. By clicking on this, we can see all log information of our activity. Being familiar with interface of GIS software will reduce working time and increase the productivity. Thus, it is strongly advised to practice all the tools and options in the software to work effectively in QGIS. Recap of today's lecture. In this lecture, we have discussed about introduction to GIS, components of GIS, how to download and install QGIS software, and interface of QGIS software. To understand more about QGIS software, please visit www.qgis.org.